You don't lack experience, you lack exposure. What's up, guys? Good morning. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something that no one has ever told you before. It's a concept that you are hearing from it here for the very first time. Nobody here is lacking experience. What you guys are lacking and what we lack is exposure. Here's a common myth. In my experience and what I've seen and what I've been a part of and the things that I've embraced and gone through, I've learned a couple of things about what experience really means. See, we think that experience means tenureship. We think that, and we're told from the times we're little kids to grow up, to get a job, to get something that's secure, usually a government gig where you can have your pension and life is gonna be good. You got your salary, and the longer you stay in this environment, the longer you stay in this job, the more experience that you gain. Here's the problem with that. Experience is not gained from time. Experience is gained from exposure. The more times that you expose yourself to an environment, the more times you expose yourself to a situation, the more times you expose yourself to the skill set that you're trying to develop and improve, the frequency of which you are developing and the frequency that you're exposing yourself, that is what experience is. It's not a matter of time. It's a matter of how fast can you take the time in which you have and condense it and increase the number of repetitions that you have in that short period of time. Very simply, very easy examples. If you're in sales and you're trying to get better on the calls or overcoming objections, just because you have the sales title or because you worked with the company for 1 year does not mean that you're more experienced than someone that's been doing it for even 1 week. If the person, in this case, hopefully is you, is able to get as much exposure in that week as you possibly can. And with exposure, I don't just mean seeing someone else do it, although that's incredibly valuable. And the best way to start is by finding someone who's doing it, seeing how they do it, be exposed to them to gain that experience. But the best way to do it is to actually get those repetitions yourself by doing it over and over and over again as many times as possible. The individual who makes 1,000 calls in 1 week is going to have just as much experience as the person who makes 1,000 calls over a series of 6 months. The person who practices the skill set every single day, 30 minutes a day, for 1 month is going to have more experience than the person that practices 1 hour a week every single week for 6 months. You see, it's not time, guys, it's exposure. So my challenge to everybody and the message that I really want to bury home is, can you take the skill that you're trying to acquire? Can you take, whether it's work, whether it's parenting, whatever it is, can you take that and flex that repetition as much as possible in a short period of time? That is what's going to give you experience. Wisdom, we feel, comes from the person who is 80 years old, 90 years old, 70 years old. Why? It's not just because they've lived 80 years. It's because in that time frame, they have been exposed to more things than a 15-year-old or a 20-year-old or a 25-year-old. And that's just the way it is. But at 20, if you can expose yourself way more than the next guy, that is experience.